Hi, welcome once again to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I'm your host, Dr. Ghosh, and I'm back today with another awe inspiring story for all of you. Before we go on to the story, I wanted to thank all my subscribers who have been with me and supporting and encouraging me. And for those of you who have come on to the first time to my channel, let me share with you that we started in 2015 on Facebook, and there we have about 830 members as on date. On WhatsApp, we have an additional 120 members, and on YouTube, which we started in May 2020, today we have over 360 subscribers. Our mission is to ensure that the present and future generations have strong moral fiber. Towards this mission, we share daily inspiration on Facebook and WhatsApp, and we share the best stories of mankind on YouTube. Coming back to our inspirational story, the person I'm going to be speaking to you about today is Christopher Paul Gardner. This inspirational person went from being an homeless person to the CEO and founder of a multi-million-dollar business. Have I sparked your interest? Let's hear more about him. He was born on 9th February 1954 in Wisconsin to Thomas and Betty Jean Gardner. His mother remarried, and his stepfather was physically abusive and an alcoholic. He was, due to these reasons, Chris Gardner was placed in foster care. His mother was later jailed for killing his stepfather. However, despite all these trials, Chris was very influenced by his mother, who encouraged Chris to believe in himself and sowed the seed of self reliance. She told Chris from a very young age, "You can only depend on yourself, the cavalry ain't coming." Gardner, based on his early experiences of alcoholism, domestic abuse, child abuse, and illiteracy in his home, decided that he wanted to avoid all of this in his future and made up his mind that in the life he would live, he will ensure that none of these took place in his family. He enlisted in the Navy and on 18 June 1977 married Sherry Dyson. In the Navy, he was placed in the healthcare space, and post retirement from the Navy also he continued to work in the healthcare space. However, he saw changes happening in the healthcare environment, and he thought it is best to look at alternative careers in place of the medical career which he was pursuing. He informed his wife Sherry about his decision on his 26th birthday to abandon his dream of becoming a doctor and look at alternate careers. This created a rift between him and his wife, and during this period, he got into an affair with a medical student, dental medical dental student named Jackie Medina, who became pregnant and he had a son. This led to a divorce from his first wife. His son was born on 28th January 1981, and to increase his income, he took on the role of a medical salesman. Also, during this period, on inquiries from his son, he traced his biological father in Louisiana, and his son and Chris Gardner went and met up with his biological father. Gardner then returned to San Francisco, and a pivotal moment in his life was when he saw an impeccably dressed man in a red Ferrari during a sales call. He inquired from the man and came to know that this man is Bob Ridges and that he is a stockbroker. From that moment on, his career path was decided. He decided that he would be a stockbroker. Bob Ridges introduced him to the world of finance, and managers from multiple stockbroking firms such as Merrill Lynch, Payne Weber, etc. Gardner, in the pursuit of his training as a stockbroker, cancelled and postponed multiple of his sales meetings in medical equipment and amassed multiple parking tickets in his car to undergo training in the brokerage firms. He was accepted in a program by E.F. Hutton. He quit his sales job and decided to exclusively learn stockbroking. He came in first in the morning, he left late at night. However, post his training, he came to know that his hiring manager had been fired and that left him jobless. This further led to his deterioration of his marriage with his second wife, and Jackie moved away along with his son. And the same period, Chris Gardner spent 10 days in jail as he was unable to pay his parking tickets fine of $1,200. He returned home and realized that he had no experience, no college education, no connections, and only a set of clothes which he was wearing. He gained a position in Dean Whiter's stock brokerage firm on training, no salary. He was unable to meet his living expenses. He concentrated full time again on the training this time, starting early, leaving late, ensuring that he met a target of 200 calls daily to prospective clients, and he was rewarded in 1982 when he passed the Series 7 exam, a very critical exam for stockbrokers, in his first attempt. He became a full-time employee of the firm and then later moved to Bear and Team's company in San Francisco. Jackie, 4 months after leaving him, returned with their son and left him with Christopher Gardner. Gardner had a very small salary in his new firm and he was unable to afford a home. He accepted happily the custody of his son, but his rooming house did not allow children to be there. He and his son struggled very badly with homelessness. He got up early in the morning and ensured that he placed his son in daycare and then went on to do his job. In the evening, for 1 year, father and son ate in soup kitchens, slept in flop houses, motels when they could afford it, parks when they had no money, airports, public transport, and even in locked bathrooms as they had no money for a home. In 1987, after much struggle, he reconciled with his second wife Jackie and arranged for his son Chris to stay with Jackie when he was working. 1987, taking his meager savings of $10,000, he started Gardner Rich and Company in Chicago in a small house with a single dining table serving as his workstation as well as family dinner table. 2006, that is 9 years thereafter, he sold his stake in a multi-million dollar deal and became CEO and founder of Christopher Gardner International Holdings. He also met Nelson Mandela, the South African president, 10 years after the end of apartheid, and started a venture there to provide employment and training to many black unemployed personnel. Post this multi-million dollar deal, he sponsored multiple charities, especially in Glide Memorial United Methodist Church, where he and his son frequently stayed during their homeless days. He also gave $50 million to low income housing project in San Francisco. He took on the role of a mentor for multiple unemployed people, especially blacks, and helped them with training opportunities, employment opportunities, and mentored them to live better lives. He published an autobiography on May 23, 2006 called as The Pursuit of Happiness, which became a motion picture on 15 December 2006. He used a different spelling for happiness as Happyness, which was the spelling written outside his son's daycare center. Chris Gardner in 2002 won the Father of the Year award from NFI, the 25th Annual Humanitarian Award Los Angeles Commission, which concentrates on assaults against women being prevented. And in 2006, he won the Friend of Africa Award from the African Chambers of Commerce. Chris Gardner has also taken on the role of a motivational speaker where he encourages down and out people to never give up, be determined to face the tough times so that they can change and grab opportunities for a better future. Friends, I'm sure you like these inspirational stories which I bring for you. So please do subscribe to the channel generous, gracious, and gallant. And also feel free to share these videos with your friends and family. I'm also a strong proponent of the concept of difference to one. And mankind is facing its biggest battle against the infamous COVID 19 virus, where millions have lost their livelihoods and millions more have lost their lives. This is the time when all of us who are relatively unaffected by the virus can stand up, be counted, and help someone in our community by making a difference to them. Not all of us can be Christopher Gardner and change the lives of millions of people, but yes, all of us can stand up and make a difference to one person in our community who needs our help. The ripples of your kindness will make a difference. In these critical times, every act of kindness creates ripples which spread far and wide. So, friends, till we meet again with another inspirational video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant, good luck, all the best, and stay safe.